its silver fame, but I have found in it a different mention of the city and its less photographed claim to beauty in the undiscovered bend. The heron on the less visited bank, the trail that does not have a famous end, but offers everything for which to thank. I come here for the ordinary water, the water that the brochures leave behind, the city in its less curated quarter, where I can leave the man itself behind. Find me at the end across your river, find me at the bend no one is named, find me where the city starts to quiver into something raw and unreclaimed. The Potomac has its monuments in marble, the Anacostia has its quiet truth, and I prefer the unpolished and the gnarled beauty of the city in its youth, in its rough youth. In its rough youth. A kid on a bike navigates the trail with the fearlessness of someone not yet warned about the things that make the careful fail, the things that leave the cautious less adorned, with the particular beauty of not knowing that the world requires management and care. And I watch him go and feel something grow in me, like a wish to be less aware of all the reasons not to, less aware of all the careful middle way, less aware of everything I ought to do and be and say and manage every day. Find me at the end across your river, find me at the bend no one is named, find me where the city starts to quiver into something raw and unreclaimed. The Potomac has its monuments in marble.
Good morning, everybody. Let me take off the overlay. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a fantastic... What day is it? Tuesday? Wednesday? Whatever day it is. Hope you guys are having a good one. Let's look at the NQ chart real quick. I think overall it's pretty clear where we're going to go. It's going to go these highs. But are we going to get a pullback before we do that? That is the main question. So we currently have those highs stacked above. I do think ES and NQ are going to go for it. Two major areas of liquidity here. 252 is going to be your daily high within that order block. So pretty good, easy areas of liquidity. The only issue is, why is my chart so zoomed out? This is our current 4-hour look. ES has taken up the 4-hour high. NQ has not. There's some bearish S&T up here. In the most ideal world, we reject off open, tap the 4-hour gap, and then look for longs out of the 4-hour gap. This would be like picture perfect. But I think this is going to happen? No, we're pretty bullish. But if this does happen, this would be an easy long for us. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream, sub if you guys are new. At this week, or in 7 days time, we'll be back home in the US. But yeah, these highs are news highs, data highs. Which highs are you talking about? These ones right here, or these ones right here? What do you guys think about my game plan, though? I mean, I don't know if the S&T is going to hold or not, but ideally, if it does, we can get a pretty clean move to the downside. That would be nice. But obviously, he had these huge wicks from overnight session, so looking for that to get taken out as well. 15-minute, pretty choppy. Currently, we're in a 15-minute fair value gap. Something to note: the 5-minute chop fest A 1 minute chop fest as well. Like these candles are insane. Like where are these candles from? 7:46 a.m. is it's a data high. Okay. Nice. Okay. So 2 areas of liquidity up here, which we'll mark today. We'll go for these highs. I think these highs are gonna get taken out. That'd be good. And then ES obviously has a sweep of those highs, but those highs are there nonetheless. Gonna be obviously chat. Like yesterday, I had a huge day. I had a 6-figure day on my live account. So we'll approach today with similar mindset. I'll go a little bit heavier if we actually get the 4-hour move down into the gaps. I doubt we're gonna get that. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see. Cool, better that. Yeah, I wasn't too sure where it was from. Will you play short into the 4-hour? Probably not. Probably just look. I mean, it depends how clean the move is. You trade gold at all? No, not really. Not really, mate. But if we get this 1-hour inversion here, I think that's easy tell. Where's it gonna go? ES is already, like I said, ES is a little bit different than Q. But if you get a 1-hour IFEG here, it's a very, very small gap. Mostly just disrespecting this OB would be good. Excuse me. Also, yesterday, obviously I had my huge day. I think the reason I also had it because I usually trade in the money contracts on options. Yesterday, out of the money contracts, I think the contracts I took at that time were only 50 points out of the money. But those contracts were so low in value. Like, it was only 50 points out of the money and only $2,500 a contract, which I found very surprising. So once I saw that, I had to take advantage of it. I don't know why the IV on the contracts were so low yesterday. Still doing micros and minis? I'm not even trading futures right now. I'm not gonna lie. I have no desire to trade futures. Just simply trading options. There's zero desire to trade futures. I use Wise on some of them. Wise is pretty good. Pretty good. Because I can sit in the money contracts and just be chilling, bro. That's why. That's the main reason. I really don't have to worry about it too much. Futures, bro, there's just too much back and forth, I feel like, in this market. Obviously not yesterday, but overall. For me, it's less stress. That's all it is. And obviously it's a fixed, even though futures is a fixed risk too, but that's also another fixed risk, excuse me. I'll put on options plus futures when I'm, I guess, more dialed in and I'm more like in tune with the market when I'm back home. Yeah, I think Lucid is probably the best firm right now. Of course, Rishi. Yo, what's good? What's good? What we doing? See if we can catch some bangers today. But yeah, just look back in the stream a few minutes, Red Key. All right, guys. Like I said, I'm only trading options. If I take a trade, let's assume it's on options. What do I do in options? I size for 0, so I don't really use a hard stop loss. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, the pod was good. A lot of people were surprised because of my demeanor and like the calmness. Some people were questioning if I'm 21 or 22. I was like, yeah, I'm 22. Excuse me, chat. This cough is like I said, only in the Airbnb is really the cough gets bad. But tomorrow I am going to Kyoto. Not Kyoto. I'm leaving Kyoto to back to Tokyo. So that should be fun. All right, it's not even 9:30 yet. Dumbo Donuts in Tokyo, bet. How much capital do you recommend options? At least 25K to 50K count. If I'm being completely honest with you, like of live money, not prop firm, whatever. Damn, chat, what is this candle? Honestly, this candle looks massive, but the reality is like what, 20 points? But this should be a pretty easy move into data highs today. It's just like, I wish we got a pullback on the 4-hour before we did. I don't mind a continuation higher overall on the daily chart. I do think we're going to go probably all-time highs here soon. Monthly gap so far, 3,000 points, something light. My long term, I think I'm up like 750K unrealized. I'm obviously added heavy at the monthly gap. I've been telling you guys the whole time. So 3,000 point move since that. Insane, just absolutely insane. A lot of people were questioning if this is a real rally because it's so vertical. It's not a bear rally. Look, Trump markets are known for a V-shaped recovery. If you look at tariff, right? Look at this, bro. This is a V-shaped recovery. 30% V-shape. Currently, we're at 12%. We'll probably go into all-time highs, and that would be like a what? A 17% move. No futures today. I haven't been trading futures in a while. Just straight trading options. Biases upside. Was looking for a pullback down into maybe 880s, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think this is gonna go straight into TP. Any tips on escaping deep drop? Use a CPI candle. If I had $800 left on my, or maybe like give it one more good trade, and then if you lose that one, then full pour down and use. Time is just as important as anything else. Oliver, you gotta look at a video on that, bro. Options are a little bit more complex. Caught close to both. Nice, dude. Nice. I mean, dude, monthly gaps are literally easy money. Like, if these monthly gaps ever inverts, bro, that's when we have bigger things to worry about than just the market. I don't know what the new My Fund futures is, if I'm being honest with you. Bro, I have been so out of the prop game. I really haven't been paying attention to all the new stuff that's happening or whatever. But all I see on my timeline is like people praising Lucid. So Lucid #1. My prop game has really like taken a step back in terms of me trading it. I just don't trade prop as much no more. There's no incentive for me because the payout caps are too small. So stick to the firms that give you the 25K payout cap, whether it's Tradeify, whatever other firm gives you the high caps. I have a 4-part series on shorts on how I trade my options. You can watch that. First time doing live. I appreciate it. Welcome. Since it's your first time joining live, welcome. Who said 20K on flex? That's good. Yeah, I'm looking for longs today. Like I said, ideally I would have liked this 4-hour gap into upside, but I don't think we're gonna get this 4-hour tap. What I'm looking at is, look, I think all this buy side is gonna get ran before the new hourly even closes, but this sort of hourly create this OB, violate the bearish OB as well. Like I am pretty bullish for this move. Oops. That's man. John said good morning. Bro's literally standing right next to me. Whoa. Every day for a good while now, we've been getting those crazy pumps or dumps off open, like this crazy 9:30 a.m. wicks. Let's see where this goes. It was good, Drew. It was good. All right, chat. We got 640 people in here. Make sure to drop a like on the stream. We need every 100 likes is a giveaway. Welcome in, everyone. We are coming off of a fucking fat day, so let's see. Sell the debate on, always on, Sandy, always on. Goodness gracious, dude. We have a little 15-minute inversion, but still rejecting the OB. Like I said, I'm really bullish. I just don't know where I should want to long this at. My initial game plan was when we were down here, I was like, oh, we're gonna tap into 880s. We're gonna move up, but I really don't know at this point. If you guys are new, keep in mind we don't take a live trade every single day. It's about the education more so. Stay patient here. Just wait for us to play out. This 1 minute is holding right now, but it's a little too early for me to actually take a trade. We'll give it a bit. I personally would not mind if this dumps like 100 points. That would be fantastic. That would be great. We got a 1 minute inversion here. I would not take this to downside because ES obviously has not inversed it. This is a pattern trade IFEG here. This is a pattern trade IFEG. Like if it works, it works. But I don't think that this is definitely not high probability at all. Especially looking at ES. You guys think there's people who actually took this IFEG to the downside though? Would be a pretty bought play if you ask me. You got the bird flu, but I don't know what the fuck I got. It's just a dry cough. I only cough when I'm in the B&B, so I think there's like literally construction happening right at like outside of me. I think it's just the dust and stuff like getting to me, and the way the room is built, like the B&B. We're short for taking data highs. We'll see the reaction. I am bullish for the upside. Whoever took this IFE to downside, absolute donut. Now the easiest like way to identify if someone's a pattern trader or not if he took this setup right here. YM is weak. How weak? How weak are we talking? I need YM. I think any of these indices go in the 4 hour gap. It doesn't matter which one. As long as we get the 4 hour on something, that'd be good. But I don't think we are. I think he was about to take out buy side without really having a pullback. Kind of sucks. No, I'm not in anything. Pig donut. ES is sweeping these highs again. It's making it a little difficult for me to go long. ES is repeatedly sweeping the same high over and over again. Also, the thing about this, there's no entry, right? There's no entry model for this move up. There's no fair value, nothing created since our open. We're only 4 minutes into our open. Patience, guys, patience. What tickers you usually look at? Spot SPX. I use SPX and NDX for options. NDX over QQQ because this moves faster. You can take QQQ if you don't have that much capital, and if you want to learn. Bro, yeah, ES is swept us high again. NQ has no setup right here. There's no entry model at all. Until you get some expansion, there's nothing. Doesn't NDX have dog shit spreads? No, it doesn't, bro. People swear NDX is illiquid, but it's not. But then again, I think those people haven't traded NDX. You look at YM for SMT. I do sometimes. In this case, I would if we tap the 4 hour. What's good, Manoli? $25K. To make options worth it with proper risk management, $25K. Normally everyday corp, but I'm on vacation, so I'm only doing 3 times a week. Never had issues while trading NDX. Yeah, there's never been a time where I wanted to sell NDX or buy NDX and I couldn't get filled. And if the bid and ask is far away, just literally slap whatever the middle is and you're good. Pretty horrid open here. This is really bad. What do you think about the PDT rule being moved down? I mean, bro, honestly, might be a hot take, but that's not a good thing. Like, bro, the level, the entry for trading is so low with in terms of how much capital someone could have that it's not good, because the lower capital you have, the higher chance you have of not making it in trading. I'm not saying it's easy when you have higher capital, but it's definitely easier, which is why everyone's goal should be attaining a capital, right? Why no cam? I'm on vacation. I don't have my camera. That's why. Why not QQQ? I like NDX because it moves more. I like the volatility. Takes money to make money? Absolutely does. Absolutely. All right, guys, we got 750 people in here and 125 likes. I don't know what's going on. I guess you guys don't want giveaways today. Remember, there's no limit on how many giveaways we do. Every 100 likes is a giveaway. Smack the shit out of the like button on the stream. We're gonna watch this going into our data highs without a pullback, or without any entry. Like this is our New York Open so far. No entry model presented at all. All right, data high is about to get smacked here. It's kind of unfortunate. It's kind of, this is like, as bullish as I am, this is where I kind of get a little bit hesitant, because I do want at least a 4 hour pullback. We have pretty much 3 straight daily candles if this one also gets created. But lower time frame, smacking data highs. We just smacked the data highs. No entry at all. Almost all-time highs. I agree. Yeah, I think that's the ultimate draw is gonna be all-time highs. I have this 4 hour marked out here. If you go on the daily chart, this is a high within a bearish order block. Then I have these daily highs up here, and I think that's gonna get tagged. Oh my god, chat! I'm so sorry about this cough. This shit is so bad in the BNB. Hopefully the BNB Tokyo, it's a little bit better. I guess it was a random Trump news candle overnight. I need some expansion on the 5 and 15 minute. Create some fair value gaps and see if we can hold it. We have a 5 minute order block now. Let's see if we. Oh my god. Tap back into it and see if we can hold it. How do you adapt in trading all time highs? Don't have a bearish bias. Simple. Don't have a bearish bias. Wait for a higher time frame PD rate to be tapped into and look to play continuations off that. Yeah, I'm not really liking this movement so far because there's no entry at all. All of our internal buy side just got tagged there. Interested to see what happens. We do have an hourly. We have a pretty fat hourly OB. Kind of makes me think we're just gonna. If we close above here, the next hour might be like an open, low, high close in terms of tapping into that OB. This looks pretty good though. But yeah, 5 and 15 minutes for value gap creation, and then look for like a rebalance into that. That would be the best case. And you can know if we're gonna get a continuation or not. So waiting around. How are you guys doing so far this week? Are you guys red or green? I feel like it's been a pretty decent week so far. All right, currently getting a rejection off the highs. Like I said, if we hold above this 5 minute OB, should be good. How far is ES from all-time highs? Only 70 points? What? Bro, ES is only 1% away from all-time highs. And he was probably like 5, 3. Okay. Every play this week has been along, maybe the easiest week of the year. I think so too, yeah. Bro, we tapped that daily gap and it was literally gone from there. This was they literally threw us a lob Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, evening, whatever. Tapped that gap and it was gone. But the thing is with okay, so as good as upside moves are, if you're not in early, it's very hard. Whatever, for me, it's just a down close candle and then an expansion up. That's all it is. Some people might say that's right. Some people might say it's wrong. That's all it is. For me, it's a little iffy longing because I do want to pull back into a higher time frame gap or something like that. So maybe like the 4 hour, but the 4 hour is really getting far away now. If we got an hourly closure here. So okay, also another thing on the 15 minute, right? The 15 minute, I would want to close above this order block here. A lot of wicks, like yeah, we took out all time, or we took out overnight highs, but we're still rejecting this PDA right here. So I don't want this PDA rate violated before I'm comfortable with longs. Also, this hourly depends on this hourly closes. I wish there was like a 5 minute gap here or like a 1 minute gap that I can take for the downside to play, potential reversal, but there is no fair value since they're open. Chat, we have no fair value gap, nothing. There's a 5-minute where? Where do you see a 5-minute gap, bro? Where do you see a 5-minute gap? Yeah, I don't mind it. No, I'm not gonna lie. ES is chat. Is this a move here? Damn, ES dropped 13 points. Is this a move? To the 4-hour gap? That would be a really good setup. Okay. Let me check NQ. All right, chat. I think I'm gonna jab this on ES. I'm gonna jab this short on ES. I'm gonna be very cautious with this, but I'm gonna jab this. I'll add if we go higher. This is pretty high risk, but if we go a little higher, I'll jab more. But we'll play for those internal lows and downside there. I'm still in Japan until the 22nd, so about another week or so. This is extremely high risk reversal trade here. If you guys are new, keep in mind, I am not trading options. I'm not trading futures, excuse me. I am trading options, which means this is just a visualizer to help you guys out. I am not using this in terms of my stop loss. I don't use a stop loss with options at size for 0, so keep that in mind. Does that make sense, chat? Yes, yes, no, no. If you guys are new, make sure to drop a sub on the stream. Usually we have our face cam on, but we're on vacation, so no face cam. So options, in this case, I'll risk around like 6K risk. So let me put this right here. Not trading futures. Size. I'm gonna put this lower, like, or not as a. This is just a visualizer for like if anyone's in a futures trade. All right. Still don't know what size for 0 means. Bro, I don't know how many times I gotta explain it. If you're sizing in with 20%, just use that 20% size in. If you have a 20% stop, instead of using a fucking 1 point in terms of like one move on SPX or NDX, just size for 0, which means if I'm using 10K with a 20% stop, that's a 2K stop loss. Just use that 2K with no stop loss. It's the same risk. It's not all or nothing. It's just literally just sizing it with whatever you're going to have originally for your stop loss anyways. That's all it is. All or nothing is if I'm sizing in with fucking full position and sizing for 0. That's not it. Does anyone know how to trade options? Robinhood banned my country. I'm not too sure. There's a lot of options brokers out there that you can use. But if it's banned, then I'm not sure. I use Robinhood and Webull. Japan's been fire, bro. Let it play out. We'll see what happens as the hourly closes. All right, we got some 5-minute gaps on ES open here. If we go anything above this 5-minute bearish gap on ES and it's OB, then we'll probably continue higher. But use that as bias though. Ideally, what I'm looking for is some SMT at these highs, and possibly get a range day. We have a bunch of earnings. Let's look at the earnings calendar. I think we have some big earnings this week. That should probably shake up the market a good amount. Let's see. Today is Wednesday. We have nothing. Tomorrow, though, we have Netflix. That should be a good mover. And then next week, I believe we have a lot of tech stuff. So, pretty big week. Should be good. What's your spend in Japan for Disney? I mean, bro, I don't know. I haven't counted. Pretty slow open though. Keep in mind, I started trading my career. My trading career started with options. Options are just much better. Just letting it play out, just letting it do this thing. I'm not really too concerned about it. Expire in the money. Oh my god, dude. How the fuck are you guys bearing with this cough in the chat? When NDX expires, it does not force you to buy it. NDX and SPX are not even real assets. Like SPX, you can't go buy SPX. So you get cash settled instead. There's no underlying for the thing. SPX and SPX, NDX cash settles. SPY and QQQ, they do not cash settle, and they'll actually get sent to you or whatever. Not loud. Okay. Yeah, I'm like trying to like it comes up out of nowhere, and I try to like move myself so it's not like in your guys' ears.
Georgetown waterfront at 11. The bar spilling out onto the canal, and everything feels slightly more
Assigned. The word is that not what I said? Assigned? What did I say? Did he dodge the entries? Yeah, I looked at his tweet right now. I knew he was gonna go for those data highs. We've been taking the same trades for the last couple days, but that 1 minute, I didn't really like it. I think the easiest trade was to data highs on NQ, but it was just not good. The lower time frame was pretty shit.
is the city I came here to find, not the marble and the monument and weight, but the version that comes loose after 9.
You coughed instead. Blame the cough, bro, not me. Like I said, anything above this ES 5-minute gap, we're gonna be mega bullish the rest of the day. But until then, I'm kind of just chilling. This might have to be an all-day hold. We'll see where this goes. Because we usually run streams for about 90 minutes if you guys are new. But on vacation, I'm trying to chill out a little bit. So I've been kind of doing like hour streams, hour 15. I have a feeling today there's gonna be either two things I think is gonna happen today: a small pullback, nothing major at all, or a range day. I don't expect another expansion day today. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's just what I feel looking at the daily chart and looking at the lower time frame. Or not even the lower time frame, like the hourly and the 4 hour. I don't expect another 1% day like we got yesterday and the day before and the day before that. But we'll see what happens. We shall see. I feel like a range day. Range day probably because what I think is gonna happen if you look at the daily chart here. If we get a range day today, that'll actually set up for a daily fair value gap tap, and it might be like an Asia low 500-point move. That's what I think might happen. But because that daily gap is right there to be formed. Yeah, for options, I'll make another one. For future, I mean, in terms of entry models, I mean, I've spanned so many videos about it. I don't think anyone needs to see another one. It just sucks that the highest probability draw was really poor delivery, or not poor delivery. The structure itself looked a little weird. It was more so structure. All right, there is the 5-minute tab. Anything, like I said, anything above this 5-minute, will be super bullish for the rest of the day. And I'll be like, oh, my bias was wrong. It is what it is. 7 days green line. Are we really 7 days green in a row? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's crazy. Oh my god, look at this from the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 11 days were green. This is where I get to the area where, as bullish as I am to the upside, I need a pullback or I can't long this because it's getting extremely extended. Obviously my elite positions, all that, I really don't care. Like, if the market goes higher, better for me. But in terms of day trading, I would need pullbacks. Okay, look at this weekly. This weekly is pretty much taking out all the low resistance liquidity highs we had. NQ is definitely going to all-time highs. That is definitely in the books. I was looking for hopefully a retracement before earnings comes out. So, but it looks like we're just going to continue higher. We'll see. If this 5-minute goes inversion, is this a good long? Probably it is, yeah. It would need a 5-minute IFG plus in violation of his order block here. I'm still expecting a range day, so I'm not going to put any risk into it. And this visualizer here is just, like I said, it's a visualizer. I'm in options. I'm 0 DTs. I'm probably down like, what, 35%, 40%? I'm down 31% right now. So I'm gonna hold this for the rest of the day. As I don't sell. I'll show you guys right now. You want to see? That's tough. I'll show you guys the. I'll show you guys the thing right here. This is my current option position. As you guys know, I've sized down significantly. Yesterday, I risked about 25K. Today, risk is around 7K. All right, NQ inverse the entire hourly candle. ES looks very strong too. This has about an hour or so, I feel like, to really pick a direction, because we are in a higher time frame megaphone like this. You guys remember broadening wedges usually means range. So if ES could break out of this, then obviously it'd be more confirmation that it's actually gonna go. But we'll see. Because I'm gonna post it in the Discord as well, because this is important. When we have these wedges and these higher time frame moves like this is. Let's clip it and send it to the chat. I'm gonna say if you are bullish, I would wait for this megaphone to clear out. If not, then I expect honestly lower prices. Let me post this real quick. All right, let the Discord know. Megaphones are basically just range. So basically it signals a range in the market until we get a breakthrough. Bro out here spamming. Did you do your taxes after your painful or extension? Yeah, I do on my taxes month to month. Definitely painful because in Q4 of 2025 I had $1 million month in November, so not complaining at all, but definitely tax-wise it hurts. Bro, I got the fucking Brian Stonk cough, dude. Blaming Brian. Yeah, I mean, yeah, people complain about taxes, but bro, you'd rather be owing than not owing, right? Like that means you did pretty well. Super slow range price action. I'm not gonna lie. NQs are niggas pan. ES is still in the range of today. Yeah, I'm in SPX put 0 to T. Down around 27% right now. Why not move to a country like Paraguay, for example? Dude, your answer is right in your question. Why would I want to live there? If there's any place that I would go as a tax haven, it would be Puerto Rico, and that's it. Since it's a U.S. territory. I'm not renouncing my citizenship to fucking not pay taxes, bro. Fuck that. Like, go to Dubai. Yeah, let me not become a U.S. citizen anymore, or whatever the fuck it is. When I can go to Puerto Rico, which is a U.S. territory, and I remain a citizen of the U.S. And I live in the best state in the fucking world. Or best place in the world. Dude, it can't be California, bro. California, as much as people hate on it because of politics that don't even affect their lives at all, it literally is the most beautiful state. But people are just too biased and can't look past those. New York's cool. I live in OC right now. All right, down 23% on the position. I don't know. This is kind of just slowing down. Is it worth the taxes? Yeah. Jersey Mike's. You ever do meetups? No, I haven't. I do want to do some in the future, potentially. Like, I've met a lot of cool people that either watch my YouTube videos or streams, whatever, or from Discord. All been really cool people. So I definitely want to meet more of you guys. But maybe that's down the line. Chat, if you guys are new, keep in mind we usually have a face cam on every day. I'm on vacation, so I'm not putting the face cam on. But about a week or more. About a week left on the trip. Head back on the 22nd. Do I trade YM? I do not. I do not trade YM. One coming up in job? I have no idea, bro. No idea. Oh, okay, that's pretty close. All right, this is the current 5-minute on ES. This is what it looks like. Still rejecting that gap slash. All right, pretty much break even on. I'm down like 12%. Are you Indian or Pakistani? I'm Indian, yeah, Punjabi. Guys, these wedges like this are no joke. Like, if you guys are trading this when we're in a range, make sure you guys wait for a break. I mean, I don't know if I can find another example off the top of my head, but it is a very powerful tool to understand the range that we're in. And once we break it, that's when the expansion happens. T-Trades really popularized it, and it's such a good tool. Where's upside or downside? Come through to Fresno. Dude, I lived in Bakersfield my whole life, bro. Bakersfield and Fresno literally the same shit. Ain't nothing going on in the Central Valley, bro. Can you talk more about that? That's the other link to T-Trade video. I mean, you can look up T-Trades broadening wedges or broadening formations, and it should pop up. But basically, when you're using, we call it I guess a slang for it is a megaphone because it looks like a megaphone. It usually signifies that we are chopping in a range, which we kind of are right now in the hourly time frame. I mean, it doesn't matter how big the range is. In this case, we only been chopping for like a few hours of the day, but it shows a chop, and it shows once we get out of that megaphone that we are going to expand. That's when the expansion likely happens. That's all. Yeah. Megaphone broadening formation, same thing. It's really the strat community uses it too a lot for entry models. All right, let's run some giveaways while we're here. How many likes are we at? 268. Let's see. Let's run some giveaways, and I'll link the Discord right now. Don't worry, guys. No, I'm holding for 0. We'll do 2 minutes. We got 4 winners today because we have a lot. I mean, chat, drop a like on the stream right now. Let's do 6 winners. How about we just do 6 winners right off the rip here? And we'll do 350 smart power from points. Let's see if we can push 300 likes here. We'll do six people. Oh yeah, we smashed that shit. All right, bet. 6 people are gonna win this giveaway for 350 smart profit points. If you don't know what smart profit is, you basically earn rewards for using code SMART, and you can redeem smart profit points for evaluations. I'm gonna link my Discord. Free. It's free. When you join, go to the giveaway section and click this little icon thing. Oh no, this interaction failed. Okay, we can't do this one. Sorry, chat, we can't do this one. We deleted it. Okay, I'm gonna do the other one. I'm gonna do the other giveaway bot because the other one actually works and isn't shitty. All right, 2 minutes. If the other giveaway bot still goes, those winners are not valid. Okay. All right, bet. Run that one. Yeah, I think there's too many entries happening. All right, cool. This one should work. First giveaway. It's not gonna tell you that you joined, but just press this. Voice still watching. Bro's been watching close for the last 40 hours. No. Mother boy is watching the close. That's funny. Getting off early, is the market that bad? No, I'm not running the giveaway, but look, bro, I'm on vacay, bro. I don't. This is the fact that I'm even streaming on vacation is kind of crazy. This is the first time ever in my career that I've still streamed while on vacation. I usually completely tune out of the market, but I said fuck it. But today is a nothing burger so far. We haven't really broken out of the morning range. This is our New York Open right here. That's from the New York Open. Let's see what's even up here on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, not much. This is for the next draw on liquidity right here. If we continue higher. I ideally would like for today not to expand so we could create a daily gap. I think if we create a daily gap, it'll be so much easier to trade this. All right, let's check the winners. Shalit, Freddy, Spider, Zone. Oh, I know this name right here. And Maddie. Congratulations. Make sure to DM me your smart prop from email. SPF email. That's what I need. I'll send it to the team after the stream tomorrow or something. Do you limit buy an option? No, I don't. I just get in. Probably down a good amount on this option position. Probably down like 45, 50%. Still 35%. We'll see. I'll update you guys, obviously, what happens at the end of the day with this one. What do you guys think? Do we chop? Do we continue higher? Do we come down? What do you guys think is going to happen? Chop. Continue. Let's see us grind higher. It's crazy if we continue higher. Hey, the market could stay as crazy for a very, very long time. Lance wants a 4-hour gap as an ultimate. Yeah. But yeah, I was thinking we're gonna build low key some good low resistance liquidity, but down. Bardis, I sent it to the team, bro. I can only do so much. I bother them daily and I don't get a reply. I don't know what to do, bro. You can make a ticket in a smart prop from Discord. They're like really busy on the back end work. So I'm guessing giveaway winners are like the least priority right now. How close is SPY to all-time highs? Let's check. I mean, ES is only like 90 points or 70 points away. Oh, SPY. Let's see. Weekly chart. Oh, SPY is really close. The ES is getting a continuation now. This has been a pretty ass day for trading, in my opinion. I feel like entries here on NQ wouldn't make sense because ES is still rejecting. It's just a lot of divergence. Like, as much as people are like, oh, this entry on NQ here was good, like maybe these inversions, but I just don't think it was good because ES is still not even at the highs, right? Oh my god, what the fuck is YM doing? What the fuck? We shorted the wrong index. Bro, this is probably gonna deliver higher. This is probably gonna go here. Damn, YM is moving a little different today, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually pretty surprising. It's going the complete opposite way. When I usually see this, when you see the indices that are supposed to be correlating, whether even if it's YM, right? It's a good tell that's low probability. It usually is a good tell on what this is, this low probability action, which makes sense because if you look at NQ and ES2, this is very different on where they're at. ES barely took out the daily highs, and then NQ took them out 20-30 minutes ago. A good long TP on NQ would be 250s, or yeah, 250. I'll update the SP expedition at the end of the day. I'll post it on Twitter and stuff too. Don't worry, guys. See where it goes. Yeah, I took a in the money ND or SPX. Currently down like 50% on them, or 45%. We'll see where it goes by the end of the day. Still expecting somewhat of a range day today. ES has been flirting around these highs. Yesterday was easier because we had an hourly gap tap in the morning. Or was it? It was somewhere over here. Like this hourly gap tap. I think it was this one. Somewhere over here if we had an hourly gap. Higher time frame PD array. Going into today's session, I was pretty promising in terms of having those data highs. I really wanted those data highs. I'm like, oh, this can be a good target for NQ. Unfortunately, we went there. Or fortunately, we went there. Unfortunately, the lower time frame was just not it. This is a day where I'm gonna avoid putting on any additional risk. I'm gonna wait for that daily fair value gap to create itself. Whenever it creates itself, I'm gonna just wait until the market taps into this daily gap. I think it's expanded enough today in terms of where this can be created. If we want to tap into it, we tap into it. If we don't, then I just wait for day trades. This is where day trading becomes easier when you wait for these type of moves down into here, right? Let's just say, for example, tomorrow, the day after, whatever, we get a move down. If you're on the lower time frame, you're obviously looking for buys here, obviously looking for buys here. If you guys saw one of the shorts that I posted, I always talk about 3 candles, and I'm like, what happens when you have 1 expansion, 2, and 3? You never want to trade the 4th expansion candles. This fourth candle we're gonna get an expansion if we do, let's say, and we get a fourth candle here. Okay, this is some sauce here, chat. How to avoid losses 101 right here. We have 1 candle, 2 candle, and 3. Let's just say this closes here or expands higher, whatever the case may be. You never want to try to play the fourth candle. If we do move this higher, this is not a high probability candle. The next high probability candle is going to come from a retracement, whether it's this fair value gap right here. What you want to trade is this candle and then this candle that will end up being taken from the fair value gap. This is not a high probability draw or high probability candle if we trade the next one and we get 4 days of pure expansion in a row. This, I mean, obviously when you look at the candles here, what do we see? 1, 2, 3, right? But this is where it looks a little deceiving. 1, 2, 3. What happens on this candle? We had a fat pullback down into this daily gap. This is why this candle here was valid to trade. It ended up being green, which is why it looks like, oh my God, there's just so many green days, no pullbacks. This was a massive pullback and we just recovered in one single day. So same thing, we're gonna have 1, 2, 3. Don't trade the next candle. Trade the candle that rebalances into this daily fair value gap whenever it does. Stay patient, you end up avoiding losses and you end up taking easy trades back to the upside. Yeah, you could literally just buy the gap tab if you're confident in the upside move, which I am. And you could buy time on options contracts. If you're on futures, you could look for lower time frame moves. It's just easy to avoid. And people, look, it's all about being patient. The thing is, people cannot be comfortable with that fourth candle potentially expanding and then missing out on the move. I can miss out on it and I'll be fine. Because I don't care. Because I know where the highest probability is going to happen. Does that apply on the daily only? No. If we have 3 straight hourly candles that are bullish, you can expect the fourth one to rebalance. Same with the 4th hour, or same with the 4 hour, and then, you know, whatever other time frame you use. Yeah, I took SPX in the money puts, currently down 50% on them. I'm probably gonna be cooked for the rest of the day. We'll see how the day ends, but I only put 7K risk on. I was showing you guys earlier in chat. Finished 144K yesterday. Probably gonna be down if this goes to 0. Probably like 7.5K, 8K. You gotta know to pick your poison. It's been a pretty shitty lower time frame. This is one of those days that look really good in hindsight, but ES and NQ were not in sync in terms of violating PD arrays, and a YM is just nuking. So there's not much we can do here. All right, chat. I'm gonna hop off the stream here. Not much else going on. We'll see where the market goes. This looks like it's gonna be a slow grind up, unfortunately. Just unfortunate. God damn, Drew. I appreciate you guys being on. I'll see you guys no stream tomorrow, most likely, and then the day after we'll go live. All right, peace and love, chat. Peace and love.